Well, it's great to be here. I'd like to thank the organisers for the invitation to come up to beautiful Manchester at the Mere Golf Resort to take part in this kind of tech innovation conference. Of course, it's great to get out of London. We've been stuck during the lockdowns last year. Tough for everyone. So to finally come out into the fresh air, meet face to face, interact with people, it's been great. So of course, in my profession as a surgeon in the hospital, I work at the Royal London Hospital in London, it's been difficult, no question. Staff have been under pressure for the best part of a year, working long shifts, wearing PPE, under pressure from the amount of the volume of patients coming through the door. Intensive care has multiplied in the bed base. We're up by 400% now over the last year or so. But the great news is we've coped, we've managed. We've managed to cope with the demand, the extra demand, the pressures of these patients. And I think we've done a very good job. The NHS has really shown its kind of resilience in the face of this pandemic. And I'd say I think we've been a beacon to many other healthcare systems in the world. So I'm proud to be part of the NHS working together. There's no question it's been a challenge for all of us. And we're really looking forward to finally opening up, getting the numbers down from COVID so we can get back to our normal work patterns, look after the other patients who've largely been neglected because of the pressures of the COVID. And hopefully we can get to that as soon as possible. My talk is entitled The Top Trends of Healthcare in 2021. And actually, it's really relevant because the COVID pandemic has accelerated change. It's shown us that we can use technology and innovate at pace. We've seen the use of 3D printing, for example, making PPE masks. We've seen the use of other kinds of technology, including AI, for example, in that workplace. So what I'm going to do is illustrate the future that we've progressed with rapidly. And what I like to say is that we've compressed time. We've gone through about 7-8 years worth of innovation, squeezed it into about a year during the pandemic, which has helped us facilitate changing the rules and regulations, making innovation much faster and adoption and translation into clinical practice. So I'll be talking about different technologies like artificial intelligence, robots, holograms, immersive technology like virtual reality, augmented reality, and all the other technologies converging together to reimagine healthcare. And this is what pandemic has allowed us to do, which I think is a sense of optimism for all of us in healthcare. Now that we're coming through lockdown, the summer promises that we'll be opening up more, vaccines doing their job, less cases going to the hospital. So I like to think that people can now really start living again, almost going back to what we'd like a year ago, with different, I think, feelings about where we've been and where we're heading towards. I think society will benefit from our joint experiences over the last year. And even the events industry, the hospitality, for example, being here, hopefully can kickstart their kind of progress going forward. So hopefully I can be optimistic for your public and people watching that, look, I think the lights at the end of the tunnel, we're just around the corner from actually enjoying life again as we were before.